welcome to Finish It Friday. I'm Sherry and we're here today to share all the finished objects. Finishing. I have part 1, actually part 2 of the foundation paper piecing tutorial. Have that block finished, and then I have another one started here. And I'm loving this fabric. I just love this. I'm thinking maybe, well, I know for sure that I'm making a third one. I'm going to make it out of these 3, which is another combination of all of these Stonehenge surfaces and Brennertex Hue Basics or something like that. So, yeah, I'm going to make at least 3. I might make 4. If I have enough. I think I have enough to make 4. I'll have some repeats on some of the pinks and reds, but that's okay. I know I would have unique backgrounds on all 4. So I think 4 would make a really nice little wall hanging or table topper. I thought I was going to do 3, but then there's that quandary of, do they all stand this way or do they all go this way? And I don't want to decide that, so I'm probably going to make 4. Anyway, if you are sewing along with me on that, I hope you're able to understand the instructions. I had a little bit of a rough start getting my first 2 pieces going on the video, but we got there and you got to see where they were supposed to lay and all of that. And I'm telling you, every time I start a new section with a number 1 and number 2 part, or A and B or whatever it happens to be, I always mess those up. And if you're not into foundation paper piecing, I know why. It's because you're not patient with yourself. And maybe, just maybe, you need to be a little bit more humble and realize that, yes, I'm going to make mistakes. Yes, I'm going to have to rip some of these things out. Yes, I'm going to turn them the wrong way. It's just part of it. You know, I really doubt that there's many foundation paper piecing quilters out there that are not making these mistakes over and over again. Because, well, just because. That's just what I think. Okay, so what else? Quickly, I made a little pin cushion from a Carolina Moore free pattern on her website, carolinamore.com. And this is kind of a practice making one with walnut shell husk, walnut shell. I don't know, it's real powdery like sawdust. This is the one that I want to make. So it's bigger, it's round, it's got some English paper piecing on it, and I'm going to make this pin cushion next. This is my goal pin cushion, but this is cute. I've been using it. I love it. It's heavy. It stays in its place. Awesome. I know I talked a little bit about it on Monday, but this is Finish It Friday, so I'm showing you. And then my bowl. Did you all see my bowl? My very first rope bowl. I'm going to pour these out so you can... Had my little wonder clips in there. There's the inside. And the underneath. It's a little rough, but it's not flimsy or anything. It's very sturdy. So I made that just for fun. And what else did I do? Oh, I made a Harriet's Journey block. Remember Harriet's Journey? All you new people out there, I have a whole nother project going that I haven't worked on for a long time. It's about to become a UFO. But I finally got another block made. It's Harriet's Journey by Elm Creek Quilts. And it's a book. So maybe we'll start seeing more of these now that I've got some of my blocks of the month done I was doing throughout the year. Over here is my second Barnstar block. So I have both of those for August done. I don't think I showed you this on Monday. I think I told you I had it done, but I didn't actually show it to you. And then I put the aqua blocks back up, the 2-inch aqua blocks, just to kind of, you know, get a look at it. This is 49 blocks. These are 4 by 4 patch, 16 patches, 16 patch. So there's 49 on here, and I counted a while ago, and I have 42 more. So I've got almost this much again, and I think I'm probably going to at least make this quilt double that. So there will be a couple hundred 16 patches in this. So I can't do math right now to see what that would be and how many 2-inch squares that would be, but doesn't matter. But with all of that being said, I am only cutting scraps down as small as 2 inches. Anything less than that, I've decided I'm throwing it away. I don't care. I don't care. All those little half square triangles that didn't get put together, cut-offs from stitch and flips and all that are less than that, not keeping them. Not going to do it. So, let's see, what else? Oh, this week, if you all watch Pat Sloan, put in the comments if you watch Pat Sloan. She has these critter quilts that she's making because people have sent her critters. All different sizes of blocks and all different kinds of critters. And she put a call out this week for some 6-inch or smaller blocks. So I did this little Bluebird of Happiness because she likes that. I've heard her say that she likes that. And I'm going to send this to her, and just maybe, it'll get in one of those critter quilts. We shall see. But anyway, I got it done. This also is from the same Etsy seller as this pattern is, if you're looking for this. And you can make it go left or right. So, that was fun. I liked it. I would make that again. Little 6-inch block. Okay, so what else? I think that's it. I think that's all I got done. I didn't get into my happy days yet, but the week is not over, so maybe I'll have something to show you on that next week. Alright, you guys, I skipped Diane's photos last week, so I'm going to put those in today. It's the kite, table runner, and then the little squares. I think those are 9 patches, but then they're connected with 2 patches, something like that. A little scrappy thing. And she said, I found some orphan blocks in my organizing and decided to make some table runners. Or if I get more ambitious, I can use them as wall hangings in our half bath. So yeah, very cute. I love your kites. And I love that you're using your scraps, Diane. And more apologies for skipping those last week. This week also, I have some finishes from Dolores. She also has some table runners. She did 3. And they are out of the same fabric line. I believe this is, well, maybe, did she say? No. It's been a minute since I talked to her about this. I think it was a Coriander fabric that's not even out yet, but she has some. So she made 3 table runners out of it. Peach and blue and cream. Very pretty. Lots of pinwheels. Half square triangles. Very cute. Helen Fields. Helen Fields is calling this Dan's Salmon Quilt. That's that blue one there with the white sashing and the blue cornerstones. Here's what she says. My son Dan just got these 3 quilts back from our long armor. So there's several more down below there. They are in batik with salmon swimming upstream, surrounded by mosquito and fishing lures, and sashed with gravel-looking stream bed in a sand color. Dan wanted to make a quilt each for his 2 brothers and himself. They all love to fish and have good memories of visiting and spawning salmon Adams River in BC when they were kids. Dan was injured at age 11 and has only the use of one hand, so he painstakingly stitches by hand, one stitch up, one stitch down at a time. What dedication and patience he has to hand sew 3 of the same queen-sized quilts. I'm so proud of him. Our family has a lake vacation planned for the end of August, and he'll be presenting them at that time. And she says, I foresee some brother hugs and maybe even some tears. Yes, that is amazing. Hand quilting all of those quilts. Those are large quilts. 3 of them. Long Army was done by Timmy Jeans Quilting Arts, Castlegar, BC. The backing batik is gradiated from dark to light to dark. Helen. All right. So he hand did those. All right. Our other Diane, she has a finished bed runner. She says, it's been a while since I have sent in a finished project. I made quilts for the So Yeah Alaska Quilt Drive, 1 rag quilt, and 2 striped quilts. I had a lot of flannel in my stash and thought it would be great for Alaska winters. Yes. I have 2 photos from you here. The one with the green and red check and the stripes, and then the one that's a rag quilt. Very nice, very warm and cozy. Carol. Now this is a different project I haven't seen done. It's a windsock. I think that's what it's called. It says, although this is not a quilt, a bit of a respite from the big stuff. Yeah, you see, I did that this week too, a little bit of respite from the big stuff. I had a blast making it for my son who lives in Florida, a windsock to hang outside his tiny house, made with fabrics from my batik stash. I reinforced the ties on the top with nylon cording to help keep it stronger in the Florida storms. I'm traveling to Florida in September to give it to him personally. Yeah, it's pretty. I've never made a windsock. Some nice photos there of it. Very cute. Okay, Yvette has 3 finishes that she's sharing this week. The top one, or the top picture that she sent me, which is the pressed flowers block of the month out of the Sew Sampler box from Fat Quarter. She said she finally made and got caught up with all of her blocks there. And she used laundry basket fabrics that she has from the Fabric Club. I like that line of fabric. It's pretty. The second picture is of an AGF free pattern that I found called Shortcuts. The fabric is from So Yeah 4-yard bundle, and I have added another yard from my stash, and this made the quilt a bit longer. It's just a top right now, and I don't know when I will be quilting it. The third and fourth pictures are from the Open Gates subscription box, and she's going to hang this in her dining room. And Yvette recently moved from Colorado to Florida, so now she has a Florida home, and she's decorating accordingly, it seems, and that will look lovely on your dining room wall. Great job on all of those. And then Victoria Stewart. She says, I got caught up on all the Barnstar quilt-along, doing the blocks for July and August, working on catching up on the Corey Yoder's block of the month Sunny Patches. Planning on working on the FPP project this next week. Oh, good. Okay, so we see her 4 blocks there for July and August for the Barnstar. And as I've commented before, I love your teal fabrics you're using. And then that bottom one there is the other block of the month that you're working on. Corey Yoder, Sunny Patches. And I think that was the last one. Yes, that's what we have for this week. So these are great finishes. We love seeing these. And continue to send them in, please, for Finish It Friday. Everybody did a wonderful job on their projects. And I'm just going to keep going. The week, like I said, the week's not over yet, so I've got some other things I can get my hands into, as you all know. And I guess I want to wish you a happy weekend coming up, and sew something every day if you can. And we'll see you right back here on Monday Quilt Chat. Bye!
Bye.